Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of Nightcap, where I go over some of the interesting news topics from the past week, or at least the ones that I find interesting, and have a delicious nightcap. Now, the wine I will be drinking this time around is the same as last week's, the wonderful vintage port from Horton Vineyards. It is a really good wine and a personal favorite of mine. And of course, well, I haven't finished off the bottle yet from last week, so I'm still going with it. So, as you can see, I am still playing SimCity in the background here. The game is working now, completely. If only I wasn't awful. My city is not doing very well. But enough of that. We are going to avoid SimCity and everything that goes with it. And we've had enough depressing news from that over the last few weeks. So let us move on to some happier news this time around. Starting with a new game that personally I cannot wait for, and that is Daylight from Zombie Studios. Now, this is going to be a new horror game that will be released hopefully soon, according to their trailer they released, as they put it, just coming to Steam soon. So, we'll see when it actually launches. But it is a sort of survival horror game from the looks of it, and that makes me happy. I am a huge fan of anything in the horror genre. I love horror books, movies, TV shows, all of it. And I also, whenever a new horror game comes out, I cannot wait for it. And this one in particular looks very, very good. Now, I first found out about this game about a month ago, and I wanted to talk about it now because with PAX East going on this weekend, a lot of new information has come out about the game that has just got me even more excited. Now, as I said, they recently released a trailer, which got me excited enough, but then they also had a demo on the floor at PAX, which of course I'm not at PAX, but plenty of videos have been coming out for it. In particular, the video from Machinima of them playing it on the floor there, and, well, the game is looking wonderful. Now, so far, of course, you already have people on the internet going on, oh, it just looks like a nice-looking Slender, and, well, maybe a little, sure, there might be some Slender elements in there, but there's equally as many elements of multiple other horror games in here, such as Amnesia. This definitely seems to be a horror game borrowing from a lot of different games that have come before it, and that's fine by me. It looks good. The basic premise of the game is that you are a woman trapped in this old decrepit hospital, and, well, I guess you have to find your way out and exorcise the ghost along the way. And you're trapped there with nothing but your smartphone to light the way, and it has a lovely little compass app on it to tell you where you're going. Well, convenient, but hey, then again, who doesn't have a smartphone in their pocket these days? So, yeah, realistic. And the thing that really excites me about it, though, besides the cool atmosphere, and I gotta admit, I do like the cell phone light idea. It makes me smile. But a thing I'm really looking forward to it with is that it is going to be procedurally generated. So every time you start a new game, it's gonna be a new game. The hospital's going to be different. The exorcisms that you have to perform will be different. I believe they even said that even the story will be a little bit different depending on how the game generates itself. And that makes me extraordinarily happy. I love games that do procedurally generated things. And as a horror game, that'll be wonderful. It will just be a new horror game every time you start it up. And that is always a big problem with horror games. There really is no replayability because you know where all the scares are going to come from. With this, potentially, if the procedural generation is done right, it could be a whole new game every time for you. And that makes me happy. I can not wait for this to come out. Again, it is soon, who knows, but it is so far shaping up to be a very good game, and it is being brought to you by the same folks who did Blacklight Retribution, which is a very, very good game. So I'm hoping that that same quality that went into Blacklight Retribution will go into this game as well. So, as I said, I'm personally looking forward to it, and I will try and keep you guys apprised as new things come out about this game, and hopefully we will indeed see it soon. Now, so on to the second bit of news, and another one close to my heart, is news regarding Minecraft. Now, Minecraft, as I'm sure since you are on the internet, you probably know, is a huge behemoth of a video game for the indie market. I believe Minecraft has sold in total 10 million copies on the PC and an additional 10 million copies on other platforms such as the 360 and mobile devices. So it definitely is a large game with a large audience, and of course Mojang wants to keep that going and hopefully continue sales of the game into the future. So they are looking to expand the game further with a new service that they're calling Minecraft Realms. Now, this will be a subscription service for Minecraft. It will not be a separate game. It will be built into the existing one. Don't worry, you're not going to be forced into it. What Minecraft Realms is going to be is a simpler way for you to set up and use a server for yourself in the game. Of course, one of the big issues if you do want to play multiplayer is either you have to have the knowledge to set up your own private server, or the money to go and pay someone else to do it. And this can be an issue in regards to, say, a family that likes to play Minecraft together, which definitely seems to be part of the reason they're gearing Minecraft Realms towards, from the comments that they have said so far about it. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It definitely is a concern for those sorts of people and could help them greatly. And the service in general seems to be a very interesting idea. What it is going to be, as I said, is a subscription service, and it will offer you a much simpler sort of point-and-click, from what it seems so far, method of creating your own server. And a key feature of this, eventually, once they get it all going, will hopefully be that not only will you have an easy way of making servers, but you'll be able to connect them. So say you have a server on Minecraft Realms, and so does your friend. You would be able to build a portal that could gap the two. So, the possibilities with that just seem endless, where you could link one world to another through a portal. Just imagine what gaming communities out there could do. Imagine what a community like the Yognauts could do. They could potentially have hundreds, if not thousands, of interconnected Minecraft Realm servers spanning the globe, which could be very, very interesting. Now, these servers, though, will have some limiting factors, one of which being, at the moment, well, not at the moment, but when they first release, it will not have modding support. They do think that they will try to do that in the future, but on the initial release of Realms, there would not be modding support, so you would be playing just a base version of the game, but still that ability to have not only an easy way of making a server, but the ability to interconnect them with others, in my opinion, makes up for that shortcoming. So I really look forward to seeing what they do with it, and really look forward to seeing any more information that comes out on it. Now, they have not released a price yet for the subscription, but of course, being the internet, there has been loads of speculation. Most people thinking that it'll be somewhere between $10 to $15, which personally would not surprise me, considering that if you want to pay someone to do the server for you, from what I have seen personally, $10 tends to be anywhere between $15 to $25, if not more. So something around the $10 to $15 range I don't think would be out of the realm of possibility. But again, we will see what happens, as well they haven't really announced anything official on that front for the pricing. So we will see, and, well, I hope it goes well for them. I would love to see Minecraft just keep on trucking away. And of course, if they do want to continue developing the game, they're going to have to continue to make money off of it. I mean, they are a business. That is what a business is there for. So, that is enough of that. Let us move on to the last bit of news, and a bit of news that is close to my own heart. And that is that the Unity game engine is going to be coming to the PlayStation platform. Now, this is close to my heart because I personally use the Unity engine. I am a hobbyist game designer, definitely don't make anything good, but, you know, I enjoy playing around with that engine. And the reason I use it is because of the ease of accessibility for developing for multiple platforms. And just with the free Unity license, you can publish your game to PC, Mac, and Linux, all with the click of a button. And with some additional licensing fees, you can develop your game also for mobile devices like the iOS and Android. And that is why a large number of proper indie developers actually use the Unity engine, because it is so easy to develop for all of those platforms at the same time. You don't have to worry about porting from one to the other. You can do it all at once, and it is wonderful. And the idea that Unity is going to be coming to the PS3, PS4, PS Vita, and PS Mobile could potentially be a huge boon for the indie gaming market. Now, Unity has worked with some consoles in the past. Since 2012, they have had a licensing agreement with Nintendo, and I believe that there is a custom license that you can negotiate for the Xbox, but they aren't as readily used. And from everything I've been seeing so far on this issue, the PS3, or, well, PlayStation in general, is really wanting to make it far more accessible, as PlayStation has been trying to make a big push to get more indie developers onto their platform, so this does not surprise me that they're wanting to make it even more effective for them to publish to basically the Sony family. And this can only, in my mind, be a good thing. As I said, there are already a lot of indie developers who use the Unity engine for their games, and the idea that they could then port their games over to PlayStation products, makes me happy. And it, I'm sure, makes them happy as well, as it brings open whole new markets that they wouldn't have possibly been able to do before because of the restrictive console licensing agreements. And PlayStation making this move is very interesting. As I said, they have been trying to get more indie developers over to their platform, and making it easier for them to do so is, well, an awesome move on their part. And I do commend them for it. Sony has done a lot in the past that is not commendable, but this, I say, is. And I certainly look forward to seeing what happens with this. I already can think of a couple of dozen games that I have seen that were made in Unity that I think would do well on PlayStation products. And I really hope for the best for this, and think that it will be a wonderful opportunity for a lot of indie developers. Now, personally, I'll probably never use it, because I don't even have the mobile licensing for my Unity engine, but hey, who knows, maybe one day. But yes, that is me for this week on Nightcap. Once again, drinking a lovely vintage port from Horton Winery and Vineyards, just here in Virginia. I hope you all did enjoy this week's episode, and that you return for next week's. Have a good one.